everybody, it's Carla from Casey Creates, and I have a project share, another journal. I've just been having so much fun. This journal actually is one I had started a while ago, and after I finished doing the Enchanted Forest one for Evie, we did a swap. I had so much fun making it. I remembered I had started this little one a while back, and I pulled it back out. It's made on brown craft paper, and I think I showed you part of it in a previous video, but I finally finished it, so I wanted to come and show it to you. I have a little cup of tea, and yesterday in our class a friend brought us some blueberry scones, so I'm going to have that and just chat with you for a minute and show you my journal. So if you'd like to see it, it's another little sort of enchanted forest theme, and I have this kind of, I don't know, it's like embossed fabric. I don't know, for lack of a better term. And forgive me if you see little bits of glue on my hands. The Fabri-Tac never seems to wash off completely until about the third or fourth hand washing. Anyway, so this is the back. And I want to show you, I'll untie the bow so that you can see. I had a little embroidered applique here, but it was sort of just this with the brown and the gold, like a blossom, a tree blossom, but I put a prima flower on there as well. I thought that would be kind of pretty for contrast. And then I just trimmed it with lace. So that's the back. This is the front, and the laces are attached, and I had them tied in a bow, and they just untie like that. And then over on this side, let's see if I can move this out of your way, I have the vine trim and just a little crown button there. You can see that. And then the image is one of my favorite images. It's a castle off in the distance in the mountains, and I don't know if you can see, but there's another castle, and it's just kind of an enchanting little image in a land of castles and mountains and trees. And then there's the birds here, and then there's the same pink lace that I trimmed around with it. And the fabric that I covered it wraps around just partially here. And then this is like a jacquard kind of ribbon with gold threads. I really thought that kind of made it more of an enchanted forest kind of look. Just hints of gold here and there. So that's the front. And then inside I have a tea-dyed paper with some of the same actual images that were on a notebook. I enlarged it so you could see the flowers and the butterflies, and then I just added the word enchanting. And I love this jacquard ribbon. It's got little rhinestones, pink rhinestones, and then I just put a couple tags. This is some butterfly paper that I stitched onto tea-dyed kind of shimmery paper, and then the tag matches the same paper on the pocket here. And these both fit in here, but there's plenty of room for more tags, paper or fabric tags. And then this page, it's kind of got a little rustic burlap type belly band with a rose embellishment. It's a fabric rose embellishment. And then this is a notepad. It has paper for writing on, and some of them are tea dyed, some are graph paper, and this is just a little piece of script paper that I trimmed with some lace and then put a little lace tab on the top, and and it just kind of folds partially over the top. And I love this tissue paper. I think I showed you this, but now it's finished. And that just gently slides down in there, and then there's a few of the little parchment type stickers too. So then the next page, this is Tsunami Rose paper. I don't think I mentioned that in the last video. And I clipped on this pretty little bag with a paper clip. So on the back here there's just a little, it's kind of a loop so that the paper clip can slide down in there, but this opens up, and I love the sparkly butterfly there. And inside I have some tags. I didn't put any twine or string or anything on the tags, but you can. And these are from some of the stickers I just purchased the other day that were on sale. And they slide back in here. It's a cute little fit. They fit in there nicely. And then I'm just, instead of clipping it on top of the bag, I can just slide it underneath the little lace, strip of lace that's on back of the bag, so that it fits nicely, but you don't see the paper clip. And then there's just some pretty note paper, music note paper. And then this is another page that has a pocket. The envelope I stuck down, but inside there's room for note paper. I just have a couple pieces of plain notebook paper in the parchment color. But you can fit pockets, paper, pictures, whatever you want. And there's some seam binding. And this page I love. It's kind of one of those surprise ones. There's a tag, so this envelope is glued down on the sides, but you can tuck tags underneath it. So I have this floral tag with tea-dyed paper, some pretty vintage trim, and some sequins. But it opens up. It's a matte paper envelope that opens up, and inside there's this beautiful enchanting image with the castle. Maybe I use the word enchanting too much, but I love that word. It just kind of says it all. And you can kind of see where there's a tree and a butterfly and flowers and crystal blue little lake or pond. And in the distance again there's a castle. And up top I just put some embroidered floral applique for the envelope point. And the picture wasn't big enough to cover everything, so there's some I forgot what you call this pattern. Anyway, it's a pretty green patterned vintage looking paper. And this little tag has mushrooms and then just some graph paper on the back. And it doesn't have to go in here. I just wanted it to have a little surprise in there tucked in. So this is my fun little envelope, and then the tag. And then this page, it's got a lot of washi tape, and this is sort of a fall coloring theme, but yet I thought it was fairy-like because I love the pattern here. It's real delicate and whimsical and fun. So I made a card that's a postcard. Goes that way. And I just stitched around it. And then the image, the fairy, is almost camouflaged by the same colors. But he's a little flower fairy. And then there's another tag that I got out of one of those planner type journals that I cut some of the cards out of and mounted, and I like that print. And then this paper was K & Company from a scrapbook that came with papers in it already. This was one of those, and it's kind of embossed. You can feel the texture, and it's another postcard. And then I just made a paper belly band and a little stopper at the bottom out of the same border, so that the cards will stay in place. And they just nicely slip back down in there, like so. So I'm just having such a good time making these journals. Soon I think I'll do a little journal collection. I have sold a few journals by people's requests, but they're kind of hard to part with. I really have enjoyed just going back through them. Some of them I do gift. So the next page has some Tim Holtz ephemera. This is a piece, and then these are just stickers, and this is one of those triangle pockets. I learned this shape from G. Kerr. I love the way she distresses the edges and adds the ink. She also sometimes puts gesso to tone it down a little, but I learned the bobbin method of using embroidery floss in your bobbin from the lovely Ruby. Hi Ruby. And I've done it on a few of the ephemera pieces that I use. And then I made this little tablet, again, just a sweet little note tablet with tea-dyed paper and a piece of green daisy trim and some lace on the top. And not just a tea-dyed paper doily, of course. The next page is just some fun little mushrooms and a mushroom tag mounted on tea-dyed paper with some hemp twine here tied at the top. This is some paper that I got out of a vintage calendar my mom bought me. And then on the other side there's just paper, and I stitched around it. And this is a fabric tag. It's actually even got some padding, but it's I printed the mushrooms onto fabric, sewed them onto a tag, and some cheesecloth, and then on the back there's some tea-dyed paper, so you can write on that. Oops, oh, I'm not sure where that string is coming from. Probably from the rice or the cheesecloth, but anyway, they fit back down in there. I think I'll have a little drink, excuse me. And so next page, there's just a lace trim on the edge. This one says Wonder. I love this one. It's got flower fairies, and this is an envelope that pulls out. Oops, it's stuck on my little Wonder tag. 1 second. There we go. And I decoupaged this onto a glassine bag, but I got a bunch of these little flower fairy napkins, so I put them in Happy Mail and I decoupaged them, and I really enjoy using them. And then this is an oval little cutout of some flower fairy images that Shaz from Crafted Seasons gifted me in some Happy Mail. Thank you, Shaz. I love using them. She's just so cute. Or he, I'm not sure which it is, but they're both kind of investigating, and that's why I put the word wonder there. And anyway, it opens up, and inside there's another little whimsical looking card that I decorated with a piece of lace and some flat back pearls. And it's just a little note card that you can write on. And that fits down in here. But other things could go in there as well. And then I trimmed the edges with some pretty washi tape. I don't know if you can see that. And then stitched around it. And then it's a snug fit, but it does fit back down in here. But I slide it just between this one and this one, so it looks like they're truly wondering about something. And then I made another little notebook with some pretty floral paper, and I just stitched on some lace on the edge, and it's just got pages of tea-dyed paper for lots of room to journal. This came from, is it called Daphne's Attic, I think? Daphne's Diary. It's a really nice crafter's kind of inspiration magazine that is from the UK. And every now and then I'll buy those issues. And there's some coloring space. And more tea-dyed paper. And then the other side of the coloring page. And then the back. So there's that little notebook. When these journals are really small and there's only one signature, I like to add the extra notebooks for more room to journal. And then on the last page I just tacked down some pretty little rosebud type trim. I think I'm going to attach a charm to it. And then this has a pretty tea-dyed envelope. And the notebook that I made was a little too long, so I just cut the extra off and made an extra little tablet. So it's got the same amount of pages and those same little coloring pages, and it fits nicely down in this pocket. I don't remember if there's anything else. No, that's all. And then there's that same pretty washi tape decorating the envelope, and that fits there. So I'll go back through it. This is the front. I'll make it so you can see. And a little bag there, another envelope. And my surprise envelope that opens up to the Enchanted Forest scene. And then the fairy page and the tags. And another nature page with mushroom tags. And then the fairy envelope with the card inside. It says Wonder in the notebook, and then the envelope and the back. So that is my mini fairy journal for Enchanted Forest. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going for as far as what to call it, but I just thought I'd show it to you. Thanks everyone for all your inspiration too. I really find it helpful when I can see what you're creating and draw from your ideas. I hope I mentioned everyone that may have inspired something in this particular journal, and I'm going to keep on crafting, and I hope you do too. Thanks for your videos, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for visiting. I'll see you again soon. Bye.